Sean Diddy Combs is back in a New York courthouse this morning for his sex trafficking trial. He's pleaded not guilty to all charges. Yesterday, the prosecution's star witness, Combs' ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, testified, and she will be back on the stand today. Chris Reyes is covering all of us for us, and she's live outside the courthouse on a rainy New York morning, obviously, Chris. Yeah. Yesterday, Cassie Ventura described alleged abuses over a decade-long relationship. What are you expecting to hear from her today?
Yeah, hi, Heather. Good morning from a very wet lower Manhattan. But inside that courtroom, it will be very dry and very tense. Ventura testified for more than 5 hours yesterday. Expect her to go for a full day today and expect every bit of it to be as intense and as emotional, and expect the prosecution to continue their line of questioning. Yesterday, it was very methodical and very detailed. A lot of questions about the power dynamics in their relationship, that Cassie Ventura was just 21 years old when they first met, that very quickly that relationship turned sexual, and then very quickly it turned violent. In fact, the jury was shown a video again of that interaction from 2016 from a hotel room in which very clearly you see Combs beating Ventura. There were a lot of questions about the freak-offs, which also started very early in their relationship, these highly orchestrated sexual performances. On the stand, Ventura said that Combs directed every aspect of that performance, told her what to wear, what kind of drugs to take, what kind of sexual acts to perform. She went into graphic detail. In fact, I can't even talk about what she said on the stand. That's how graphic it was. But I can tell you that she said it was humiliating and demeaning. And I was in the front row of the overflow room, Heather, and I can tell you what I heard sounded dehumanizing. Now, why this line of questioning? Remember, Ventura is a central witness to the case of the prosecution. And in order to convict Combs, they have to prove not just that there was violence in their relationship, but that Combs used his business enterprise as essentially a criminal organization to coerce people into sex, including Cassie Ventura. And this is something that she can speak to, given the fact that they were in a relationship for more than 11 years. And on the stand, she shared that she knew many aspects of Combs' life that very few people knew. In fact, she talked about having access to the safes in his multiple homes, and inside those safes, there were guns. And that was mentioned because, again, the prosecution is trying to prove that these freak-offs, the violence that was in their relationship was really underscored by a lot of fear. And when asked why Cassie Ventura participated in these events or these so-called sessions, she said she didn't want anything bad to happen. Now, today we can expect more of that line of questioning. And what I'll really be watching for, Heather, is whether the jury will be shown videos or pictures of these so-called freak-offs, which is also central to the case of the prosecution.
Okay, Chris Reyes, thank you so very much. Appreciate it live in New York City as we pay close attention to that courtroom.